Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. We are going to be hoping that we don't get the Joker today. Yes, it is another deck of painting update. I am very excited to be doing this project. If you've been following along, thank you so much for joining on this journey. Are you doing a project as well? I would love to know in the comments down below, or are you just enjoying my misery and revelry? So if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. But we're going to get into my deck of painting project. Like I've mentioned before, this for me is almost like deck of rotation. I'm really just looking to more so use my collection, not necessarily use it up, but I have found that I've just really been struggling with grabbing all of the things, and this project is great because it is a rotating project, and I just find that that keeps me interested and it just is more fun. And my project pan last year was a complete fail. It was a complete fail. I didn't enjoy it and I really didn't do well with it. So this has been much more of a success for me, both in the entertainment and the usage department. But we're going to see how I feel about this month's usage. By the way, we're going to get into that right now. I will be giving you an update on my previous picks, and then we'll be doing the draw for this month. I have to be honest, I already filmed this and I've already drawn the cards. So I'm going to share with you because I feel like it would be lying to redraw. But I feel like that's going to be keeping me honest. I did this whole rambly thing and then I looked and the red light wasn't on and I was like, are you kidding me right now? But they are the cards that I drew. I do not want to tempt fate and try to redraw. So I will share them with you. It's my honest draw. But let's go ahead and get into things from last month. So I did have one product that I had to carry in from January. That was this Bite Beauty lip crayon. This is a matte lip crayon in aubergine. I did finally use it up the full 5 times, and I'm gonna get rid of it. Like I talked about, this packaging just being kind of sticky icky, and in all honesty, I have a feeling that I've just been hanging on to it too long. I talked about that. Like, these Bite lip crayons, they don't last forever, especially since they are such a natural base formula. They don't last as long, and I don't really need a matte dark lip crayon. Like, the only time that I would fully get use out of that product is if I'm using it as a lip liner, which I just don't feel like I need a deep, deep lip liner. I did have fun wearing it through the winter. It was a nice way to have that like vampy berry look. I could also use it to like deepen up the edges of another lipstick, which I did. So I just feel like it's time to let go of this one. I'm glad I used it. I'm glad I found it in my collection, and now I can be like, yeah, why was I keeping that anyway? So that one is going to be leaving. The next one is the J1 Jelly Pack. Y'all, this was my project graveyard pick. This is from last year's project pan, and I failed miserably. And guess what? I didn't do that great this month either. I did wear this 3 times, but that's not enough. However, here's the thing. Today is the 17th, and so if I use it tomorrow and the next day, I will still be getting in under the wire, and I'm going to do that. Maybe that's cheating, but I'm going to do that because I really just want to see if I want to keep this one in my collection. And so I'm going to use it with 2 different products over the next 2 days, see if I notice any difference. Now, I remember this one being good at keeping makeup on my nose, so the last couple times I've used it, I've really just like kind of kept it right through there. So I'm going to use it all over the face for the next couple days and see if it's worth keeping in my collection, or if I do just need to get rid of it. Maybe I'll fall back in love with it, but if not, I'm just going to let go of it. You can't get this one anymore anyhow. So this was the full collection randomizer win, and this is Penrose Gilded Fox fragrance. I really enjoyed getting to wear this. It is this like effervescent chocolate scent. It's chocolate, but it's light. So if you want something that's like slightly gourmand, but it's not super sweet, it's just light and fresh, but chocolate. So it was a fun one to wear. I would like to find some things that I could layer this with, because I think you could carry it into the spring as well. I will probably put it away for a little while just because I've been wearing it a lot, because I think I had said 10 times, which I did get the 10 times out of it. If I didn't say 10 times, I wore it 10 times anyway, but I'm really trying to use up my fragrances. And now I'm just kind of like ready to move on from that. And that's the thing about me, is like, even if I love something, I don't want to wear it all the time. And so that's what I found with the previous project pan, is like, it was just making me fall out of love with the things that I was using, which is not good. So I'm gonna put that one away for a while and we can rekindle our romance in a little while. So speaking of romance, this is a product that I love. This is the MAC Glow Play Blush. So this was my pick for blush and I love this. I think I put 3 times in my like usage wish list and I actually did 5 times. I love this. I love the color. It gave a very beautiful berry flush to the cheeks. I love the formula. I love everything about it. It was fun to use this one for a while. So our last product, this one's a little bit emotional. So the last product that I picked was the Makeup Geek Stroke of Midnight palette. And this was for the pattern prompt because it's got this cool Art Deco pattern. And then, you know, a couple weeks later, Marlena made the announcement that she was closing Makeup Geek. And I was shocked. I had actually already in that 2 weeks done my full usages of this palette and I kept using it for a while because it was just like, oh my God. Like I started watching YouTube when Makeup Geek was like on the rise and I loved purchasing the products. They were the first single shadows that I ever bought. I fell in love. I was like, why would I ever buy anything else? These shadows are amazing and for the cost you can like build exactly what you want in a palette. And yeah, there's just something about this brand that I've always loved. I think Marlena is a sweetheart. I'm excited to see the things that she does in the future, but I'm sad to see Makeup Geek go. So I loved using this palette. I'm going to be putting this one away for a while, but I will definitely be keeping it in my collection.
Whoops, I forgot to tell you all that I also had this beautiful baby. This is the Pat McGrath Astral Lip Balm. I got this one because I drew the prompt glitter, and this is what I chose for that one. This was in my purse when I filmed, and I completely forgot to let you know. I did use it for the 5 times. I love this one, and I did have 6 because I drew the draw an extra pick. So now we're back to 5.
All right, so the first card that I got is the Out of Control category. And I said, I was like, I'm going to have to check the prompts on that one. And it is exactly what I thought. It's just a category in your collection that is out of control. I mean, I feel like I could do like anything. I could do pretty much anything. So I'm not quite sure which one I'm gonna do, to be honest. They're all kind of out of control. So I'm gonna look through and maybe pick something that doesn't end up being in a category that these other ones are in. All right, then we have the 5 of Hearts, and this is a baked product, which I know I definitely can pull out, so that should be a fun one. We have the Queen of Hearts, which I believe I've had the Queen. Oh, that's right. The Queen is Project Graveyard. Okay, so I have to pull something out from last year's Project Pan to use, and I don't want to. I have to think. So I'm gonna have to think of a product that was in that project that I want to pull out again. So we will see. We also have the 8 of Spades, and that here is a Black-owned makeup brand product. So I'm really excited for this one. I have some really great products in my collection from Black-owned makeup brands. And then we have the Jack of Spades. Have I gotten the Jack of Spades before? Oh no, but this is a fun one. This is the random color generator. So I'm excited to do this. You basically just use your phone, get a random color, and then you can pick a product that coordinates with that. So that could be the actual product itself. It could be the packaging. So I'm excited for that one. Why don't we just go ahead and do that one right now, and then I will pick out the rest of my makeup. All right, so I'm just on random word generator, but there's a selection for color. So we are going to create, oh, yay! Okay, so I got lemon yellow. Oh, okay, that's exciting. If you know me, I love a good yellow. I did just recently post on Instagram a beautiful yellow look that I did. Well, I mean, that's sort of like patting myself on the back, but I just mean yellow is beautiful and I loved it. So we will definitely be pulling out something lemon yellow. I might end up pulling in that item because I loved it so much, and we're going into spring, and I think that might be what I have to do. Okay, so the palette that I used for my look that I did is the Citronata palette. All right, well, that was a random turn of events. Was not expecting that. Like I said, I just did a look with this as I'm sitting here pressing these shadows back into the pan. I took this palette, against my better judgment, I took this palette on the road with me, and you know what I think happened? I vaguely remember when I got home. It wasn't even while I was on the trip, but when I got home, I was putting stuff back in my vanity, and this one slipped out of my hand or something and fell. So I bet that's probably what happened. But I can even see in one of these other shades that there's a crack, and I keep pressing my dirty little grubby fingers from other shades into pans. I'm making it worse. Okay, so this I'm still gonna use. I'm gonna have to do a little surgery. These shadows, the sparkle shadows, are so soft that if you bump this, if you look at it like angrily, if you say a strong word to it, it can start to crumble a little bit, which is really a bummer. Dang it. Okay, well, I've pressed them back in. They seem pretty well pressed back in. I'm gonna have to clean this baby up, but this will be what we use for our lemon yellow because we've got some really nice lemon yellow shades in here. All right, so this palette. Oh, I'm so scared to like touch it. No, it seems pretty good. It seems pretty good. So this palette, we're gonna use. I mean, do I want to do bright yellow 5 times in a month? But I could use this in other ways. Like I could use some of these other shades. Okay, I'm gonna say 5. I can get 5 looks out of this, no problem. So for our Black owned makeup brand, I right away went to my LYS products. I really like them. I have a lot of Black owned makeup that I really like. Actually, one of these other products in here is also a Black owned makeup. Some of these cross over a couple categories, I've actually noticed. I'll get into that a little bit. So I just realized that I bought this LYS highlighter in, I think it was the last Sephora sale, and I think I've only used it like once or twice. So this is the genuine shade, which is the rose gold, of course. Whoop, just dropped it, but you can see here, hopefully you can see here, it's just got like a nice goldy sheen to it. I think this is going to be pretty going into the spring, and I think I'll get some good use out of it. Right now, this time of year though, it might be more of like a glowy blush moment, which will be fine. Speaking of glowy blush, the thing that I pulled out for my baked product was also in my project pan last year, but that's not what I'm counting it for. I'm not double dipping here. This is the Milani Luminoso Baked Blush. I just really want to get some use out of this before I'm too tan to really be able to utilize it. So I think that evidently I'm going to be doing lots of like rosy and peachy glowy cheeks because both of these are pretty glowy products, but I'm excited to be pulling this one back in. I mean, if you know how big the dome on these usually is, I'm doing pretty good here. This one day I am going to fully pan, and that will be a day that I scream from the mountaintops because that does not happen very often. All right, so for my actual project pan item though, I'm pulling out this Patent Polished Lip Pencil. This is from the MAC and Ellie Goulding collection. Well, this is MAC. It was from the Ellie Goulding collection. This is the shade Revved. It's this beautiful, see, I'm going to be pulling out these like peachy pinky moments. So it's this beautiful like peachy color. I really like this product. It's going to be a good one for like going into the spring, and it's just an easy like throw on and go, which I'm all about. So my final product, which also happens to be a Black owned makeup brand, is going to be what's in my like out of control category. And I don't necessarily think that this is out of control, but probably a lot of people do. So I was right away thinking lip gloss because I have so many lip glosses that I should probably go through. But since I have this patent lip polish, like this is already like a fairly glossy product, I think I'm gonna hold off on that. But this is a category that I have so many of. These are the Danessa Myricks Color Fix, and I have quite a few. What do I have now? Like over 20, I'm sure over 20. This is a shade that I think I've only used once. This is one of the newer shades. This is Parade. I will swatch it here for you. This is one heck of a swatch. A lot came out, but I don't even know if you'll be able to see the magic of the shade, but it is like it's a lavender with all tons. I mean, this is like Mardi Gras in a shadow. It's got like some pink and some teal and some green and I think some gold sparkle in it. It's really pretty. I think that this is going to be good for spring to just like pop on the lid. I think it'll be a great one, and it'll be a good switch up from yellow as well. So that is it. That is what I'm going to use. Oh, by the way, I think I'm going to put a 5 times use on all of these. I think that that's totally doable for me. You know, obviously here with having my YouTube channel, I do try to pull in some new things and to be trying out new things for all of you. So between that and then, you know, just not wanting to get into a rut, I feel like 5 times a month is good for me right now. If I could get more in, I'm going to put an extra goal of using this baby 10 times in a month because I think that that's definitely doable, because a lot of times like a lip color is just sort of an afterthought for me. So if I need a color, I can just like keep this in my purse and be able to whack it on if I need it. So I think that that's pretty good. All right, lovelies, this has been fun other than finding out that I shattered my Citronata palette. This has been fun, and I hope it's been fun for you. Let me know in the comments down below if you are doing a deck of panning project. Let me know how you're doing. Are you doing a project pan at all? How's it going for you this year? I love all of you, and thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. It really does mean so much, and I'll see you really soon.